Waiting to chat to Nigel Havers, Tompkinson and Denis Lawson on the first day of rehearsals for Art, I overhear a waitress detailing the ingredients of the soup of the day. It occurs to me that the producers of Yasmina Reza's award-winning play might have had a similar approach. Take one of the most successful comedies of all time, cast 3 of our best-loved and most experienced stars and mix well with a talented director. Garnish with marketing and serve at some of the UK's finest theatres. Voila! One smash hit. With a clutch of heavyweight credits between them, all 3 actors agree that Art is the theatrical equivalent of European white truffles. First of all, it's very short. I'm very keen on short theatre, twinkles Nigel, famous for roles in hit movies such as Chariots of Fire and A Passage to India and a plethora of primetime television shows including The Charmer, Coronation Street and Downton Abbey. Returning to Art with relish, having done previous stints in the play, 740 performances, but not for a few years. The dapper Mr. Havers first saw the play at a preview at the Wyndham's Theatre when it first opened. As yet I have not found a better modern play, he tells me. It's intellectual, witty and about things I understand, like friendship and art. For me it's an absolute godsend. Stephen, The Split, DCI Banks, Wild at Heart, Drop the Dead Donkey, Brastoff and Ballycuss Angel, nods in agreement. I also saw the first night at Wyndham's and it was an incredible night. When I was offered the role of Ivan later in the run I jumped at it. She playwright Yasmina Reza has beautifully observed this male friendship and it is constantly amusing. I haven't done the play for 18 years but it is lovely to come back to. He may not have been in the play before, but Dennis Bleakhouse, New Tricks and Star Wars, is nevertheless delighting in learning his lines. I had seen it but had never read it and it is such a pleasure to dig into. The comedy is just wonderful, he sighs. Winner of just about every prestigious theatre award going, Art tells the story of Serge, a divorced doctor who buys an abstract painting. Sergei's friend Mark is outraged that anyone would pay such a vast sum of money for a completely white canvas and dismisses it as tush. Mutual friend Yvonne tries to reconcile the pair, but before long finds himself in the line of fire. Laugh out loud funny. It is undoubtedly the exploration of friendship within the sparkling writing that gives Art truly universal appeal. So what, I ask, are the qualities Nigel, Stephen and Dennis appreciate in their friends? Tolerance and malleability, quips Stephen. Dennis ponders. With a mix of pride and affection, he eventually responds, I still have friends from school. We see each other regularly and it is a wonderful thing to have friendships with people you have known since you were 11 or 12. We all have very different lives but our friendship is very easy. That's special and I really value it. Nodding in agreement and smiling warmly, Stephen tells us he shares a birthday with one of his oldest friends. We're still very close and he'll be along in Manchester. Nigel also still has strong links with friends from childhood. It is a good feeling and they're like family in a way, he observes. But out on tour the triumvirate will become their own family. How do they amuse themselves when they're not performing? You arrive on Monday, so that's taken care of. Tuesday usually includes some sort of publicity for the play. Wednesday is probably a matinee. Thursday you might visit a gallery. Friday you sleep in and then on Saturday you go home, offers Nigel, explaining that even living out of a suitcase and being somewhere different every week has its own rhythm. I've not toured for a while, but if there's one of those hop-on hop-off buses then I'll be on it, admits Stephen. You learn all sorts and they're very good for finding your bearings, he insists. Agreeing that there will be a lot of Epicurean feasting along the way. Eating out seems to be a popular cast activity, with all the towns and cities on the tour schedule getting the collective thumbs up for restaurants and pubs. As well as great dining opportunities, the mention of touring to Bath elicits a chorus of approval. Agreeing that they all love the city, for Nigel it is an especially joyous return. I did panto there a couple of years ago and had an absolutely wonderful time, he recalls. 20 years since David Pugh. Aiming to break their own record, Pugh. It doesn't date, it still feels fresh, promises Dennis. You'll love it, urges Stephen. It's not just a play about 3 men because it's from a woman's point of view. Finishing his espresso, Nigel adds, and because it's short, you'll be in the pub afterwards in time to order food. Art tours to Theatre Royal Bath from Monday 7th to Saturday the 12th of May. Tickets are on sale at the Theatre Royal Bath box office on 01225448844 and online at www.theatreroyal.org.uk.